Hey YouTube, Rhino Dynamite here, and welcome back to another Bachmann HO Scale model review. And with us this time is Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy number 2121. Sometimes known as Burlington number 2121 for short. And as you can see, it's a nice little 262 Prairie steam locomotive. Now, let's have a closer look at these nice little details. Here we got the front coupler. Of course, it's a dummy coupler. There's the cylinders. There's the smoke box. 2121. Great details on the smoke box door. The working headlamp. 2121 again. The smokestack. This model can steam, but I choose not to do steam, of course, for good reasons. Plus, I also had the smoke unit removed. Remove smoke units, and to me, they work even better. The handrails. There's the bell. The steam dome and the sand domes. The whistle. There's the wheels. Two leading wheels, 6 drive wheels, and 2 trailing wheels. A 262 is called a Prairie, like I mentioned earlier. And basically, if you were to remove the leading wheels and the trailing wheels, it becomes an 060, which is a common model Bachmann makes. And you can convert other 060s into 262s if you wish. Very nice valve gear and rods, if I do say so myself. There's the firebox. Here's the cab. CB&Q 2121. Here's the tender. It's called a short haul tender. Nice rivets. Burlington route. There's the rear coupling. This engine, of course, burns coal. The tail lamp, of course, is a dummy. There's the number again. And there's to fill up with water. Now, of course, the back heads on these models, they're not very well detailed. They're mostly indented, whatever you want to call them, details. But that's okay, because most of the time you just pay attention to the outside of the model. I don't know if the... unfortunately, I believe the real 2121 was scrapped. But at least we got a model of it, and that's always a plus. Now with the details all done and shown, let's get to the best part, and that's having a little spin. So, all aboard. Well, what did you all think of that? Pretty smooth run if I do say so myself. And it was even better with these Burlington-themed train cars. Let's have a closer look at them, shall we? First up, we have a nice livestock car right here. And of course the doors on these slide open. Even better, this is an animated stock car. It has a realistic feature, like In this case, this one has cattle. You can see here. When you go on turns, the special mechanism in here makes them turn. Makes them stick their heads out. Gives a realistic feature, like the cows are sticking their heads out for some air. Very nice if I do say so myself. Here's a 55-ton coal hopper. Here's a removable coal load. It's kind of hard to remove it once you get it in, but it does come out. And I like the way it feels too. Here we've got a high cube boxcar. This has got to be the biggest boxcar ever. And like most of the boxcars, it opens up. And finally, of course, the caboose. A streamlined caboose. Sometimes instead of streamlined, it's called offset. Good thing about this one is that unlike the offset cabooses that you get in starter sets, lots of them that you buy separately have glass windows. The ones from the starter sets just have open ones, no glass at all. That's what I call more realism. Well, that was lots of fun. I hope you all enjoyed this latest review, as I had making it, of course. Again and again that I thought this model was actually pretty interesting, since most steam engines I do are 060s, but this one is an 060 that, well, it's a 262, but it uses the same chassis as an 060. And ones that come as 060s, you can take these wheels off of these 262s and put them on them if you want to convert them and do a variety of different wheel configurations. So if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. And join me again next time when we'll do another one. But until then, thank you again so much for watching. Goodbye, everyone. Rhino Dynamite, out.